yes. Spiders on the ceiling. Aren't they horrible? Oh, I love them. 40 years old, these are. Slinky made them. What other wonderful set of eyeballs. Made you start thinking, just how many eyeballs have I got? Well, far more than just 2, of course, in there. So I thought going through my collection and trying to see how many different types of eyeball toys that I've come across. There's a lot of invention going on in eyeballs, so see what you think. One of the earliest ones I came across was a tippy top involving an eyeball. Let's see if I can make this spin correctly. I'll spin a little bit faster, and you might go a bit longer than that. Yeah, so that's the idea. When it turns upside down, you get a nice eyeball appears as if by magic. And of course, it's just a tippy top. I'll do one more go just so if I can really spin. Oh, he's going to do it. He wasn't. Never mind. There's an interesting variation on this, which I keep in the same case. It's a finger ring, and they must have discovered this in the Middle Ages. If you've got one diamond, it turns upside down. If you've got 3, they don't, for some reason or other. What they found was, if you're playing in a jewellery shop waiting for customers, you get a ring and you spin it like that fast, it turns upside down. When I set it originally, it's facing down. A moment later when it's spinning, it faces upwards. So let's do it again. It's facing downwards now, and I spin it upside down, and then flick, flick, no, flick, 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 and it's going to turn upside up there. There we are. And the eyeball appears at the top. Magic, isn't it? Lovely discovery. Here's an extraordinary version. Look at this. An eyeball, a glide ball, they call it, gliding across a table. Most bizarre. And of course it's weighted so that the eyeball is always uppermost. It's slightly bloodshot, like all eyeballs should be bloodshot. This is very bloodshot. You notice all the veins there. This one's got lots more veins as well. And it just glides around the table, keeping an eye on what's up on the ceiling, I suppose. But it works beautifully on a very smooth table. That's a good one. There's quite a number of ones that pop out, and these are examples of them. Quite recent ones, actually. Ones where you have to squeeze quite hard with your hand, and the eyeballs pop out like that. Extraordinary. And if we have 2 of them, they can chatter to each other, like these 2 here. One's a frog, one's a rabbit. So, rabbit, 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 and ribbit, 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 ribbit. Tell a joke. Come on now. Who's going to tell the joke? Ooh, that was eye-poppingly good joke, that. Yes, and so have a bit of fun with it. But that's been a lot of fun to show on our website. I think we had them in the shop for it one time too. Fairly recent invention. Here's another one which I've had out for Halloween, which we've been celebrating recently. It's a skull here, and the eyeball, well, only one of the eyeballs, comes out, I'm afraid. Oh dear. Let's have a go. It's a wind-up one, so when I pull the eyeball out, there's the eyeball. Click, 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 and drop it down, then ooh. And now he's just about back in again. Yes, just about. So a nice Halloween one. There's a nice little sort of thing you wear around the neck here, this one, which has got some nice bit of optics on one side, but the other side is a very nice one indeed. It's an eyeball here like this. And I'll see if I can get it to perform a bit better like this by putting it up and down a bit. There's a very nice hologram of an eyeball there, performing very nicely indeed. And it's just a little pendant for people to wear. Optics on one side and eyeballs on the other side. Wow. Here's a marvellous little promotional device which the Art Gallery in Zurich produced. It's eyes which are looking to one side very markedly, and it's actually a little box, a little shallow box. And when you separate the 2 and then show it, this is something quite remarkable happens. Watch what happens. Oh, look at that. Isn't that superb? The eyes, really very bright green eyes, dart from side to side and side to side, side to the middle, side to the middle, and then back to the other side, and so on. And it's just beautifully produced. When I put it on my mantelpiece and then walk past it, of course the eyes follow me like that. Oh goodness, it's quite eerie. So that's a clever one. When I was in Frankfurt back in the 1980s, I came across Bartmes. I think Gerhard Bartmes. He produced extraordinary things. This is an example of one of his little inventions. It's a lot of eyeballs. He must have got them from some toy company, which was surplus to his. He put them in a tin box, would you believe, a tin metal box. So when you turn this like this, it will all open and close roughly the same sort of time, or if I turn it like this and tilt it like that, it'll all open and close. But he showed me the best effect is just to make it go forward and backwards, and this is what happens. Ooh, 9 hours blinking at you, look at that, extraordinary. Wow, all together too, eyes on you. Then he made another one at the same time, I bought this at the same time, where the eyeballs were all slightly offset. One of them's missing, I noticed. There's an empty eye here, I'm afraid. I've got to find out where the eyeball and the lashes have got. The idea with this one is you turn it like this, and they continually open and close in different positions, because they've all been slightly differently orientated in a box. Very strange idea, but quite fun. And again, they'll do a bit of that, but not so remarkably. And then much, much more recently, because that's the 1980s, a friend of mine, David Berger, made a very nice version here, which was, what is his business card, and then on the back there's, we've got the 9 eyes again. Look at this. I'll produce it up to the camera like that, and then tilt it back and forward like this, very, very slowly. And the eyes all together. They've got their eyes on you, 9 eyes, and they'll all blink and close and open at the same time. Wow. Very nice bit of lenticulation from David Berger. Congratulations. The last one is really a little toy that kids can have a bit of fun with their finger puppets, really. All they are is eyeballs. And the idea is you put it on, for instance, your index finger, or you can do it different ways, to make something like that, and make it look as though it's got a mouth which is opening and closing. And then perhaps with another one, because they give you a set of 2 of these, you can have 2 talking like this. Look at that. Both actually away at each other. Oh, I've got my eye on you, I've got my eye on you, so what, so what, so what. Very nice idea for small children to play with and pretend that they're puppeteers. All they've got is a pair of eyeballs and their fingers, making it, come on boys, behave yourselves, you're on camera now. Oh, they got frightened, stage fright.